didn't even change my shoes. I had to leave my building so quickly, but at least it's peace and quiet. They said it wasn't going to rain till 10 o'clock. It's like 12:47 right now, or whatever time it is. These are my uncomfortable shoes. I didn't even put these on because I just wanted to rest my feet. They hurt after a super long shift from 4:30 to 12:30, minus 30 minutes because of my break. But you get the point. I put this on my knees today, but yeah. The only place I can be completely alone is outside without people worrying about how much food I'm bringing into the shelter or anything like that. I just want to be alone after a long shift for at least a little bit because I have until 3 a.m. I just want to sit alone. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to immediately go to a shelter where I'm in a dorm with a million other men. Like every place I go to is surrounded by people. I can't be anywhere alone. Not with a roof over my head. So for now, this will do. This is the closest thing, especially since random people walking around. There's somebody else. I'm like, there's constantly people driving. I have to constantly cover my face. That's the police. Yeah, there's people constantly driving around. There was somebody coming up this way. I had to cover my face under my hood. It's nothing to be ashamed about, some might say, but there definitely is something to be ashamed about. I don't know if I'll even contact my family for Thanksgiving. I've already heard reasons why they can't do nothing, so yeah. I just heard a dog. Let me get the fuck up out of here and go to another bench. There was just somebody blazing down that tunnel. Like, all right, we get it. Bro, there's always some people roaming around. You even see somebody right here, turning. It's like people everywhere. Even on a random Tuesday morning after midnight. So I've learned a lot of things about this world. I feel like what keeps me alive is my own sense of like positivity. Cause like there have been many times where I've grown like annoyed with people. There's times where like I've been expected to like reach out to someone, but then I had more on my plate. But then like you expect me to reach out to you when I'm busier than you, and like I've heard and like just how cruel the world is. There were times where I walked up to doors and I stopped to listen to conversations about what would come up. Not specifically if my name would come up, but just generally listening to people. And just there were times where I was asleep and I awoke and I kept my eyes closed and still pretended to be asleep just to listen to people. Who is that getting out of the car? But there were times where I've walked out of rooms and then walked away and then silently stepped back up to the door to eavesdrop. That's part of the reason why I'm a little paranoid that people are always listening to me and my perception of how people view me. And I'm super careful about crafting that. And I'm going to give these last 3 to homeless people because I already ate my fill. I already ate what I need to eat. And I have plenty of turnovers in here I'm going to leave by the street. And a bag of chips. There's plenty of more chips in my future, so no need to bring it in there. But yeah. I'm gonna just like, it's just like you don't, I'm just saying metaphorically, like you don't think I know how I've ever grown tired of people. Like you don't think I know how cruel the world is. It's just like, if I, like the stuff that's been done to me, like if I did like a fraction of that, and it's like, if I did a fraction of that toward the world, I would be like a bad person, and everyone would like agree that I'm a bad person. Like I would be the one person who could see the nuance in that situation. Well, of course, because I'm the one at the center of that, but you get the idea. And just like, you don't think I'm tired of being around like people who think small, like just having to dumb down my own future, my own like beliefs and what I want to do in the future is just like, I guess there are some people who I felt like I was connected to, but they seemed really, really nice, like to the degree where they really would not hurt a fly. Like they would be like, Mr. Fly, what's the problem? Or you want some food or something like that. Or they would get up and run away from a fly, like those type of women. I don't know why I'm thinking of women. I guess I've made friends with women easily because of my personality or something. It's more welcoming or something. It's not masculine or anything, super hyper masculine or anything like that. But it definitely makes me great for like business relationships with guys. But like, not often am I super good friends with. I'm not really a dude's dude. Not really a guy's guy. Not necessarily, I would say so. But those are just my thoughts on like life and just like sometimes that's why I would like. Oh, it would be interesting to be like on an island where I have no human contact for a while, and I can just go there and just like clock out of the world, and just still have technology and stuff and keep up to date. Actually, not even keep up to date. Just be in my own little existence and just have the internet maybe. I was thinking yesterday, because it's after midnight, I was thinking yesterday, what if I could turn off my sexual attractiveness? Because I'm a recovering porn addict, and like all I can think about is sex when it comes to a woman with a big butt or something. What if I could turn that off, I could be killer, because like I wouldn't have to worry about being around her or something like. Because I kind of become nervous. Like there was one time where, because I notice stuff people don't think I notice. She was like on her phone when she came up to me, but then when she was sitting down a few minutes ago, she was talking to everybody. So she probably didn't feel comfortable since she knew how she was shaped. She was probably used to a lot of guys like me who would like harass her or like stuff like that. So, and also another woman at work who I didn't really interact with. I said hi to her. I think she was shy, but she didn't really talk to me much. And the thing about me is, if especially for women, if I feel like they're not very receptive, I'll probably never talk to them again. I'll never initiate a conversation with them again, because like some people are like rich, old, like super rich, powerful people. They like touch every woman they meet. But I'm like an introvert, and I'm like on the spectrum, and I'm like overthinking stuff. So like I don't even touch women unless it's a high five or something. So um I just I'll just stop talking to a woman if that first encounter she's like kind of standoffish or something. So I don't know. Those are two interactions I had yesterday. Yeah, one was at a volunteer place, the other was at work. So with at work with someone who I'd never worked the same shift with, but we said hi a few times. But maybe it's just because we haven't known each other that much why she wasn't talking to me too much. But I always assume, like I'm used to people not wanting to talk to me, so I always assume that it's better to assume that and be wrong than to assume somebody wants to talk to you and then be wrong. So I always assume like worst case scenarios. But yeah, I think of it like the Buddha as far as this food goes. I see it as like, hey, this food is not mine. It's the Earth's food. It's Mother Nature's. It's going to go to people who need it a lot more than I do. Bamanan, bamanan. I was supposed to say animal. Banaman. She gonna call me a Dunbass, like that one Chinese girl. There's some kind of nest up there. Interesting. There's some kind of nest up there. And then there's somebody on the other side of the street walking towards us, towards me and the viewers. Okay, 4 pineapples. Let me see. There's 4 turnovers in that bag. Well, 3 pineapples. 4 turnovers in that bag. Could be apple or cherry. and then possibly this bag of chips.